Yeah, and China will lose the U.S. market, which, as I've said, is 15%.
We don't care. We don't care.
All right, babe. So trade war is heating up. Donald Trump is talking about bringing manufacturing back to America. We're starting to see online with content creators from China make memes about Americans working in factories. I want you to check this out, give your thoughts on it, and then we're going to discuss. But let's go ahead and jump into it. Hey, look at this shit.
Everybody's fat.
Yeah, they fat and they making Nikes.
Okay, the American flag.
Yeah, they got American flag in the back. Look at making iPads and stuff.
I don't think that's the manufacturing jobs that Americans want to be brought back to America.
You know, it's funny because it makes me think about that clip we were watching with Dave Chappelle the other day where he was talking about
I want to wear Nikes. I don't want to make them shits. What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, if Americans made Nikes, they would be like $900.
Oh yeah, they'd be really expensive.
Yeah,
because that was one of the main reasons why they sent those jobs overseas.
Right.
Is so that they could
labor laws.
Yeah,
or lack thereof.
Ugh, yikes.
Labor laws.
And increase profit margins.
And and the pay wage, Americans want certain rights.
Right.
And the thing is, if they do bring the jobs back, which I think many Americans want, I think it's a double-edged sword.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so, but he the president, he, maybe he knows something we don't.
Well, this is the thing. Now he's enacting all these tariffs on China, and everybody was trying to figure out, like, what is China going to do? And China was basically like, yo, we don't care. We don't care. I have another clip. This is from Victor Gao, which he is the vice president of globalization for China. And he's basically talking about how China is going to fight until the very end.
To fight to the very end, because the world is big enough that the United States is not the totality of the market in the world. So if the United States wants to go in that direction of completely shutting itself out of the China market, be my guest.
Yeah, and China will lose the U.S. market, which, as I've said, is 15%.
We don't care. We don't care. China has been here for 5,000 years. Most of the time, there was no United States, and we survived. And if the United States wants to bully China, we will deal with the situation without the United States. And we expect to survive for another 5,000 years. Oh. China is full.
So it's very interesting because this is something that we've talked about before as far as manufacturing and the things that we get from China. It's been a running joke. It's been a running joke in American culture for a long time. When you pick up anything, whether it's a T-shirt, a hat, a glass, a phone, everything says made in China.
I think I've bought one thing out of the 10 years we've been in this house from the United States.
Yeah, right. And so, I think proof of that was during COVID. When COVID was going down and everybody was scrambling for masks and toilet paper and things.
We got a lot of things from China.
We got a lot of things from China, but also it really showed a flaw in America as far as, like, what do we produce?
Yeah.
We didn't even have masks. They had people at home sewing masks together because we just didn't have them. And we had to get them imported from other countries, which was odd. So that brings me to my next topic, which is the claws are off, Yeah, exactly.
The gloves are off, babe.
Gloves, whatever.
The saying is not the...
Well, I'm just saying, the claws are out.
Okay.
Because China's basically saying that they're not going to be bullied. And so what they're doing is basically a lot of the factories that produce a lot of the luxury goods have gone out there and started spilling all the beans. Spilling all the beans as far as how the manufacturing process works and how most Americans are being scammed when you're buying high-priced items.
Right.
Because they're coming from the same factories as the generic items.
Right.
And I know that you've probably seen videos on that because the main thing they've been talking about is like the fashion.
Right.
Where women are paying thousands of dollars for these high-end luxury handbags, only to find out that they're made in the same factories as the cheap, $10 handbags.
Right.
And the only reason why they're expensive
is the
name.
Right.
And I think that's something that we've already known, but to see it actually come out and see proof of it from these Chinese manufacturers is very jarring.
Yeah. I think it's funny though, because we were talking about it, like there's certain things that we just don't buy. We don't spend thousands of dollars on. And a lot of luxury items look cheap.
Right, yeah.
They look cheap, they feel cheap, and it's like, why am I going to pay you thousands of dollars for who am I trying to impress?
Right.
So you can get those same items for somewhere else, and like there's this stigma like, oh, you're wearing a purse from, like Macy's or Target or something.
Right.
And come to find out it's the same bag.
Yeah, it's very funny how people will say, oh, I'm wearing Gucci or I'm wearing Prada.
Right.
And it says, maybe it even says made in Italy on it. And now you come to find out that
the tag came from
Italy.
Italy.
The tag came from
and that's
Italy.
about it.
Right, yeah. But they were all made in China or some Vietnamese sweatshop. Yeah, it's crazy. All right, so I have one last clip I want to show you because this is something that we've been talking about a lot. And it's something that has become very popular nowadays, especially since the real estate market is out of control. Like home values have skyrocketed to where people can't afford houses. And I think that at one point that was the main driver for people wanting to get tiny homes. But now it's like tiny homes cost as much as what a regular home used to cost. Now tiny homes are like $150,000, $200,000. And it kind of defeats the purpose of wanting to get a tiny home because you were looking to cut back on expenses.
If that's all you can afford, it's like be happy with nothing.
All right, well look, this is what I found, and I'm like, yo, this is the reason why they don't want these Chinese manufacturers infiltrating the American market.
Okay.
Just $10,000, you can buy the Luban cabin house. All houses are made in our factory. You don't have to renovate this, we have done everything for you. All fine decorations. With aircon and floor heating, it's like spring all year round. What you need, what we have. No more building houses, this is the future. Just $10,000, you can buy the Luban cabin house.
$10,000.
That's less than a car.
Yes, $10,000, and you get a fully furnished cabin house with heated floors and AC.
So you can get one of those BYD cars for $10,000 and a home.
You could be set up for $20,000.
Wow.
You can get a $10,000 Chinese car and a $10,000 house, and you be straight.
Wow, for life.
Yeah, you just go ahead and maybe $100,000 on land,
Maybe.
Yeah, and you could.
I don't think they own the land there.
No. What I'm saying is that they'll ship it to you.
Oh,
here.
They're not gonna ship that to America.
They'll ship it to you
with the tariffs.
They'll ship it.
$500,000.
All right, so check it out. Even with $100,000, 100% tariff. 100% tariff would just double the value of this, and so people would pay more than $20,000 for this.
Yeah.
So for $20,000, that's tariff included. You could get a fully furnished shipping container, or not a shipping container house, but a cabin, and put it on your land.
That looks pretty nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. So I was looking into this. I was like, yo, this is
living in the future.
Yeah, I was like, this is pretty fascinating. And I was watching this video on YouTube on them, and they'll literally pack it up just like that. They'll wrap it, put it in a shipping container, and take it to your destination, and that's it.
I mean, because the thing is, we were talking about getting the house renovated next year, and just all the costs that. Right. Yeah. It's like it's very overwhelming.
Put one of these in your backyard.
Yeah, just living there instead.
So, guys, we'd love to hear your thoughts. What do you think about this? $10,000 houses, cheap luxury fashion goods. Yeah, well, like, what is really going on with this trade war?
Listen, I could wear Gucci, have a house paid off and a car paid off and have money left over. Like, we could retire if we sell the home and the car.
Right, yeah. Americans are being scammed. The truth is coming out. Anyway, so guys, leave your thoughts down below in the comment section. We'd love to hear from you. As always, like, share, and subscribe. We'll see y'all next time. Take care.
And we're going to tear up China. Yeah, we're going.